Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Justice League 75. This is the final issue of this run. If you guys have been paying attention, we are headed towards DC Dark Crisis. So here is where we kind of kick things off. Let's go over the team. This book is written by Joshua Williamson with pencils by Rafa, Sandoval, inks by Jordi, Taragona, colors by Matt Herms, and letters by Josh Reed. In this oversized special issue, we have the team as they tell a new story. A new dark army made up of the DCU's greatest villains has formed on the edges of the multiverse. The DCU's best and most powerful heroes are pulled together in an epic war to push the darkness back, but in the end, they are no match for it. That's right, you heard it here first. The Justice League are killed by the Dark Army, with only one survivor remaining to warn the rest of the Earth. So before you get into this, I would recommend you check out Joshua Williamson's Infinite Frontier run. I think that will give you a little bit of context as to part of these heroes that we see here. But let's take a look at some of the art for the preview, and I'll talk a little bit more about the story. So we open up here in the skies of Conduct, where we see Black Adam as he's taken away by a special force. I really love the like how this how the art team really captures like what everyone's doing at the time. Like I just love this 9 panel grid here. You know, we have Gotham, Themyscira, the totality, the War World, which is where like Superman's been hanging out, Central City, Atlantis, Washington D.C., which is interesting that Martian Manhunter's hanging out with Naomi, Star City. We have Oliver Queen and Black Canary. Just really, really like that touch. I really think one of the things that I appreciate about event books like this and big issues and stuff like that is when you can bring in multiple characters and still you kind of just nail it. So let's go on to the next page to see what I mean. So we already have that introduction, and then we have here the Justice League and the Justice League Incarnate meeting. Because they need each other. So the Justice League Incarnate comes from that Infinite Frontier book that I was talking about. So if you haven't reading that, you can go catch up on that, so you can know a little bit more about these characters. But this book tells you everything you need to know for the event going forward. So we have the Flash of China, Dino Cop, Miss Marvel, Aquawoman, Captain Carrot, one of my favorites, Captain Carrot, and the Zoo Crew, and then the Thunderer from Earth 7, along with the Justice League, who we have just talked about a little bit. And then we are also introduced to President Superman from another multiverse as well, and then Dr. Multiverse of Earth 8. So the book is very good at telling you, and I think this is, kudos to the editors and designers of the book. They're giving you a great catch up on this is what happened on Infinite Frontier. This is how we got here, but now there's a new threat, and that's kind of where the book really kicks off. I don't have any more pages to preview, but let me tell you this: if you're going into this Dark Crisis, you want to check this out. And once again, I cannot recommend enough that you read Infinite Frontier. I think Joshua Williamson he's kind of been put in charge of the DC universe at the grander DC universe, the DC multiverse, and he's been really nailing it. You can really tell that Williamson just loves diving into the deep minutia of bringing all those characters like that, like Captain Carrot and the Zoo Crew. You would be surprised how little there is of their books. So stuff like that, I just really appreciate. I appreciate when a creative team just goes really deep into the mythology. So you'll get to see that, and then also kind of the consequences of the Justice League disappearing. You'll get to find out who the one survivor is that can warn the rest of the Earth. So yeah, very much enjoy this book. There's going to be plenty of covers for it. There's going to be plenty of stuff happening going forward for Dark Crisis. You can stay tuned to the channel. We'll be covering Dark Crisis. We'll probably do a recap video at the end of the event. And I'll try to put together a reading list for you guys. So hit us up on Twitter at Next Issue Pod. Let me know if you're excited. Let me know if you read this, if you enjoyed it, all that stuff. So until then, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more trailer reactions, comic reviews, TV recaps, movie reviews, all that good stuff, as well as our live shows most Sundays. So I'm very excited for the rest of the stuff that coming up this week and the rest of the books, but also just really want to know what's going to happen in this Dark Crisis. So thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.